animations. No
So
more.
it's basically, hi everyone. Another podcast, episode 200, and I want to say 11. I want to say 11. Basically, I think 210's still not out. Basically,
Wow.
it's shit.
It's
It's
a
really
shambles.
it's really fucking annoying me. But it's access to this room. It's child. It's work. It's everything. It's pissing me off. It's probably pissing people off, but you know. So I was basically because Mike recorded with us last
week.
time,
Yeah.
and he basically put it onto he did restream onto YouTube, and it was like trying to download that to then use it, and it wasn't working. So I basically used an MP3 converter thing, which normally works completely fine, but now it's just saying I have loads of infected things on my computer, which I don't, because it's trying to take me through the dodgy version of McAfee, which isn't the app that I've paid for. Because every time I run the McAfee app that's actually on there, it's like there's nothing, because it's trying to take you through the dodgy one. So it's like, oh, click here to fix, and then it's like, boom.
But that's why we, out of all people, should have used today's video sponsor, NordVPN, Mason.
NordVPN.
NordVPN.
You drive a tram. So you were talking there. You like animations. Do you like the recent? Even though it's not recent, it's the upcoming animation.
Oh, that I've seen nothing of, but yeah.
Well, you will see that because we're going to see it.
That's what we're seeing.
That's what we're
Oh,
seeing.
thank fuck! Now I'm excited.
So,
Good.
the BFI put on the screenings of they put on a story from the collection when those box sets come out, and every time they do a missing
I swear
animation,
to
they
God,
do
if you put
those.
if you set me to the Horns of Nine one, I would have been pissed.
Season 17 box set was years ago.
Lifetime. Or if it was season 22. No, hang on.
I'd go and see that. I'd go and see Attack. No, that was 21. That was the end of 21.
Wait, what is in season 22 again?
Attack of the Cybermen,
Varos.
Revelation of the
I would have seen that.
Daleks.
I would have seen, yeah, the ones I mentioned I would have seen.
Vengeance on Varos, Time Lash.
Doctors. Yeah, I could have bared with Time Lash.
Yeah. Snap!
Snap.
Got a very long way for you. But yes, the Abominable Snowmen on the 3rd of September.
Okay.
We will both be there for the first time. And we will see whether you're just casual fans of Doctor Who, or whether it's, people that were down there that were like Josh Carr of Who Knew podcast. You had Adam Martin, who we've sort of, known through Will, and maybe Will will be down there, maybe Mike will be down there. We don't know, maybe Dom. We shall see.
I'm one of you
Mr.
guys.
TARDIS.
I'm sorry for you guys behind the camera and behind your TVs or whatever you're listening on. I'm the audience right now. I'm reacting to this.
So, yeah.
I'm reacting to this.
Because they came at, because we'd always said we'd go to one.
Yeah.
And then this
yeah,
one
it's
came.
been ages. Yeah.
This one came out because the Abominable Snowmen kept getting delayed.
It was kind of inevitable.
When's it out now? Because I still haven't pre-ordered it.
5th of September. It's got the cover. I've ordered the steelbook. It's got a cover now and everything. So it's
Yeah.
5th of September, unless they get delayed.
It's
but, yeah.
it's one of the ones I haven't pre-ordered yet because it just kept getting delayed.
I thought I did, but I didn't. I did it a couple
So
of months
I'll
ago.
probably do it, but
We'll get a live action preview.
But yes, so how it worked last time, because I managed to through Dominic G. Martin, the Purple Doctor, marvelous, wonderful man who's had a bit of a tough time recently in his personal life. It's not my thing, but I hope he's okay. Maybe if we get to see him down there, maybe we can buy him a drink or something to say thank you for last time. But Galaxy 4 basically had I think it was 4 episodes of Galaxy 4.
Yeah.
They had the first 2 episodes. They had a bit of a break. They had a Q&A with some of the animation directors that had done the animation, like the restorative animation on it, and Peter Purvis was there to obviously talk about what it was actually like filming it.
Yeah.
He's like, because they've really expanded it, because we were just like basically on like 4 sets, and it was shit, and it was the 60s. Is basically what he said. and then this might interest you, Con, because whoever the guest is, there will be a signing. Because that's what Peter Purvis did, a signing. You could either bring stuff with you to sign, steelbook covers or whatever, or pictures or things, or just bits of paper. He had I don't remember what story it was from, but he had a picture of Stephen Taylor and the Doctor, and I think it's the one where he's got the hat on, and I think it's not the one in the West.
Not the gunfighters.
It's not that one. It's one like that. They're in like there's the, you know when they're you've probably seen it like old Prime images like sat at the table and they're sort of like looking over and like the Doctor's a bit like like that.
Oh, okay.
I think he had a good few of them in colour that you could I think buy.
I feel like that's Marco Polo even.
Marco Polo.
Be.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It might have been his because he didn't do a role and then he came back to do Stephen, didn't he? Because he did talk about that. He talked about how he was did a guest role and then William Hartnell was such a fan that when Ian and Barbara were being written out, they contacted Peter Purves and were like, "We've written this character, Stephen Taylor. Do it now." Kind of thing,
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know who the guest is. They haven't announced it, but we do have and we're in the middle, so that's good because it was like, so with the BFI, the British Film Institution, you know they do have.
Feels so regal.
They do have an IMAX screen in London as well, which is they do a lot of the. It's one of the
BFI
biggest IMAX screens.
Yeah, I think so.
in the country.
Yeah, I think as far as
I've
like
seen
cinematography and
Spectre
technicians
there.
go, it's. Have you?
I saw Spectre there in 2015. There was because they did like just like cinemas and like generally they did a show in there, and we managed to see it there. But we'll be at the South Bank because that's where they do all the Doctor Who stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
So we'll head down there on the morn of Saturday the 3rd.
It's Sunday.
Saturday.
Oh, it's
Saturday the 3rd. So it starts at 12.
Okay.
So leave about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Get down. It takes about an hour maybe to get down there. Like grab a drink, grab some lunch or something, and then enjoy and maybe rub some shoulders with some Doctor Who peeps
and some cosplayers, if anyone's there.
People do. Some
Yeah,
did.
they do
Some did
cosplay.
last time. So I was because it was Dom's seat. So I was on the left, sort of. When I came in left, they do have the thing like the running order pamphlet. But when I'd got there, like everyone had grabbed them. So some people got them signed by Peter if they had nothing else, and did a running order because I think I was literally like 2 seats down from Josh Carr, and I was sort of looking at him like, I know who you are, and he was like, who the fuck are you? Just
look, if you said to me one more time, she's gonna hit the wind.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see some people because from across the room, Adam Martin's hair, big and regal itself. It's the greatest hair in the galaxy. But there's a lot of people down there, so hopefully maybe get to say hi to some people because I saw Mr. TARDIS have a conversation. I was like, oh god,
that should have been me, David.
I've watched him for so long. I'm so shy and social anxiety.
I'll be your wingman because I'm not saying I'm not in the YouTube scene like George has clearly professed his Whovian love, but I know the names.
Well, we dance around the edge, don't we? Really?
Yeah, and the Dark Dimension thing and stuff. Like I am kind of I'm not in the Doctor Who YouTubey fan basey verse, whatever you want to call yourselves.
We kind of got dragged in by Will, like because we met him.
Yeah.
Did an episode of his Doctor Who podcast, and then it was vice versa.
Exactly.
And then you've done some stuff with Mike and that since, like,
and then we've kind of dragged them. We've escaped.
We've dragged them down. We've dragged down the quality of their content.
We've taken them out of the Dark Dimension and into the real world of media. Shots fired.
Well, no, because obviously, like, you've done a couple of guest appearances on Who game shows.
Yeah.
You've done The Wheel, which you won. You didn't really know what was going on.
No, I didn't play.
You did The Chase.
Yeah.
Have you done anything else? You got Doctor Mind later.
Mm-hmm. No,
And by later, I mean months from now.
Months from now, yeah.
Yeah.
A year from now.
Yeah, whenever it comes out, because we're both on it today. Basically, it's been a chaotic week because I've been still in my world, like 2 late shifts, and then I was off yesterday, but I was at a wedding, so normally we record on Wednesday. So then it was.
Kenny
due after
what could
work
I do
tomorrow?
What could I do myself for a Wednesday? I'm so used to having my Wednesday for the last like 4 years. I've not had Wednesdays.
Yeah,
free,
what
so
did you
it was
do on a
fucking-
Wednesday,
It was
love?
bloody odd. But no, I saw a film, and that's another topic for another video. But yeah, it was a good film nonetheless.
Yeah, we will
Had to
talk
keep myself
about
busy.
Bullet Train because I do keep it spoiler free because I do.
Yeah, of course,
That's
yeah, I won't
one
tell
of
you a
my
peep.
highly anticipated films. I want to see that. I want to see Nope. I want to see. Have you seen the trailer for Beast? The Idris Elba lion film.
I saw it on YouTube, but I didn't watch it. I skipped the ad.
So basically, long story short for the trailer, because last sister showed me, it was basically, it's like Jaws but in Africa.
Yeah,
That's the vibe I
okay,
get
pick the vibe.
because
Yeah,
so
African
Idris
vibe.
Elba's estranged from his kids, or he hasn't seen him in a while. The kids come out on vacation or something to like see him, so they go like on an African savannah, and then there's a like there's loads of animals that have been like maliciously killed and that, and they assume it's either like hunted or like could it be an animal? It's like, oh no, you know, I've never seen an animal do it like this, and it's like it turns out it is a lion just like murdering like maliciously and people, and then he gets dragged out like there's sort of like a POV shot like from the lion chasing him and like goes back and then like the door shuts and he's like poof, it's just this giant ass lion. It's like we're in his territory now, like in his kingdom. We got to like hunt it, bring it down, kind of thing. So it kind of seems like Jaws / Jurassic World Park,
Okay.
but just in
Hopefully
the
Park.
African savannah. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, okay.
seems interesting. It's
Yeah.
it's Idris Elba, so I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
is it just Idris and this lion?
It's just Idris and the
a
lion. No, there's
in a desert.
obviously like 2 young actors playing his daughters. It's got what's his name?
There's so many.
You know,
E's.
the guy who's in the the 2010
Tested and used.
the 2010 film of the A Team. The one who's the pilot. He's Australian in real life.
Not Dolph Lundgren.
He looks like if you saw him, you'd say that was Michael Bay.
Sharto Copley.
Yes.
Is that him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Leah Jeffries. I don't know. Riley Q. I recognise that name. I don't know none of the rest. I don't know none of the rest.
Quite a young,
Yeah.
young and
Yeah.
up-and-coming
Upcoming
cast.
cast. Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, that's for
Does
me.
that
That's
have
a
a
thing.
release date?
I think that's the 26th of August. Something
Oh,
like
bloody
it's towards
hell,
the
alright.
end. Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised that we haven't got. We say Bullet Train. We've advertised for like half a year, and then this beast has just come out of nowhere, and we're getting it. In
Yeah,
like
I didn't
3
really,
weeks.
I didn't really see it until I think I saw the trailer like last week or just after, or just
Yeah.
before, and it's like like end of August, or it's middle to end of August. So we'll
Yeah.
see because I want to see
Oh,
that.
it says in United States August 19th, so it's always a few days after us.
Yeah, so it might be
ish.
the 20th or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's definitely 3 films I want to see this month. As long as time allows me. And there's some, some TV series because She-Hulk's been pushed back a day. That's now on Thursdays.
No, why a Thursday? Why a Thursday?
I don't know, but Daredevil's in it, and everyone's who's
Excited
involved in the
about that.
production is talking about how much they're excited for Daredevil. So
And
they're
it's more
excited
than
for
just a cameo.
Daredevil
Yeah.
in the She-Hulk show,
Mm.
which is great. Lightyear came out on Disney Plus today.
Today, yeah. Mm.
Yes.
Yeah?
It's because you saw it, didn't you? You saw it
Oh,
before
so
in the
you've
cinema.
watched it now.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm glad. I'm not like I wouldn't
glad
really.
you
I
didn't see it
didn't.
in
I
the
didn't really
cinema.
waste any money because
yeah.
unlimited card. But,
Exactly what unlimited. Yeah.
but I kind of like.
It's a Disney Plus movie. A
It
bit.
does seem that it's weird because Pixar movies never really seem like that. And I know that they
Yeah.
sort of like we're just going to go on and rant about Pixar for a bit here because like there's not really much script today. But and we're on a time differential before 7 o'clock before we start recording. But I would say that there has sort of been a decline in quality in Pixar films. Anyway, I'd say from about maybe Toy Story 3 onward for a good few years, and then like it's not as in like
2010s,
it's
yeah.
been like I think
Constant down.
but after
Mm.
that it's sort of been a bit sort of like hit and miss. Like some
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Cars 2 I think on the most part was a bit of a sideways step in quality. Cars 3 in 2017 very good. I really enjoyed that. But a lot of people sort of the damage was done for them for that from the last one. So
Yeah, it didn't.
and a lot of that is kind of like kind of aged out of these films,
I've grown up.
Yeah, and but stuff in recent years like because like Coco was really good, like Soul I really enjoyed, like I really enjoy Inside Out because that's a really good think piece on puberty.
What do you think Onward?
So Onward and Soul were the same year, weren't
Yeah,
they?
2020.
Onward I was the first time it was
Last
kind
film
of
pre-pandemic.
yeah, that was kind of
Mm.
the first time Pixar went, let's promote the film based off of who's in the cast, and that felt
Yeah.
a bit weird. And I didn't think it was a bad story. I thought it was above average, like in terms of Pixar, because like it made you cry in the end, so that's what it meant.
No, it
like,
did. It did.
But the more
Onward
think
was
piece,
magical.
more arty one was Soul, and I really enjoyed that a bit more. But in terms of just a film that I could like turn on and enjoy, I didn't
Dislike
I
Onward.
didn't dislike Onward. Yeah, exactly. Luca. Really fucking like, maybe
Yeah.
due to the fact that a little person made me watch it like at some
2
points
million.
like 2, 3, 4 times a day.
1.1 gigawatts, 1.21 gigawatts time.
And Turning Red I really enjoyed.
I still need to see that one.
It was really good.
I still need to see a few from like the 2010 run of Pixar, but I'm
Yeah.
slowly catching up. Like I say, Finding Dory, I did watch recently.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. I thought it was
It's
a
not
worthy,
it's not bad, no.
worthy
It's-
companion piece to Nemo.
Yeah, I think it's definitely it didn't need to happen, but I think
Yeah,
it does
didn't.
it does work on its own, and it's the fact that it's not just let's do the first one again. It kind of is more of a metaphorical finding of
Yeah.
she finds herself and gets to find her family, sort of
Yeah.
discover who she is and how she sort of fell into Marlin and Nemo's lives, really, which was kind of kind of put a nice thing on it. They could do more of it, but I don't need it.
I don't need it, no.
But I think it was
I don't
definitely
need
better
a Nemo.
than it was.
I don't need a Let's Go Swimming Disney Plus series or like How to Swim with Dory.
Or do you remember the Jean-Jacques Cousteau intro that I showed you from the DVD?
Oh.
Like,
yeah, I did. Yeah, I do.
good times. But what was it? Where the Monsters University for sure. So Lightyear was weird because it was the first thing of like. So this is the movie that exists in a universe
In the Toy Story universe.
So it's its own Pixar movie.
That
but it could be
inspired
its own-
Andy to buy the toy.
It could be its own series.
Yeah, potentially.
Like, but also like this is meant to exist of like the child-friendly version of the toys was what Andy then got,
Yeah.
and then the events of Toy Story
The
unfold.
Buzz Lightyear toy is based on the one in the film,
Which-
and that's what made
Mm.
them buy.
Which I
the
think
toy.
it could have worked like
Mm.
that, but if they hadn't have sort of drawn attention to the fact of this is the film that Andy saw, which they kind of just like go
Did in
off
the
at the
marketing.
beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like and it's like I don't think because I think kids going to see it aren't necessarily clued in on like the fact that the way marketing and merchandising works is that toy must have been based off of something, and it's like
yeah, of course, yeah.
but there was a theory that Mr. Sunday Movies was doing that was because I was catching up on their podcast because I was about 16 or so episodes behind. I'm now up to the end of June.
Okay.
So I've kind of caught up a little bit more. When they got to Lightyear, they were talking about how, maybe it could have been that the toy was based off of the Buzz Lightyear Star Command series. Maybe that was the series.
Okay, because
they find that on DVD in one of the bonuses of Toy Story 2, and they watch that. But
because
Yeah, I
it's
don't
not
know,
on
'cause
Disney Plus, it's not on anything. It's like as if
It
that
needs to be-
series is
I've got that-
forgotten about.
I think I've got that DVD, so I'll try and dig it out so you can have a watch, because that was class, because it only ever did the release physically of the extended pilot, which was then redubbed with Tim Allen, and then the rest of the series was Patrick Warburton. But no, I hope that does get a release at some point on Disney Plus, because that was class. But Lightyear, I think, then suffers from the thing of like they're trying to make something really clever.
Exactly, but it just doesn't. It kind of falls short in that sense.
Yeah, and I think in terms of the spectacle, they could have it was, this is like Andy's Star Wars. It didn't really feel like
it
that.
did
It
not-
felt very limited.
Not epic in scale. Yeah, the scale was
stuck
quite
on
limited,
this one
very
planet
small.
for a lot of time. I think Chris Evans was great. Like in terms of if you want an action
and
hero,
different.
hero Buzz, like this is the definitive. You get Captain America to basically be like. But it was weird because they kind of made him play it like Superman. Because
That's
kind
how
of like
I felt. Yeah,
they trying to make him
I
sort
thought
of
he was
be
going to get a
like
cape at one point.
trying to sort of make him be like Boy Scout and all like goody two shoes and stuff like that. Which I'm not against. It kind of felt very jarring and dare I say it, robotic. In the performance. Taika Waititi and co as the supporting voice cast.
The Lightyear crew. Yeah.
They're great. I think we could have spent a bit more time with them and sort of fleshed out, because I think Buzz's whole thing is like he hates working with people and rookies and things. It's like, but then there's not really, he doesn't really get the payoff of like
he does not.
the kids are all right, inspire the young generation kind of thing. You don't really have that ending.
You don't have that impact. You don't have that. Yeah, he hates the.
He hates everyone.
He hates the recruit in the film. Izzy, played by Keke Palmer, and then you have.
She was quite good.
Yeah, I thought she was great. Out of the three companions, like she was the one that had the most impact. Not just because of what happened to her, her mother. Yeah, not grandmother. Her mother earlier in the plot, but yeah, out of the three, she was like the most developed. But I still think, like you said, we could have spent more time with them as individuals before they became like the Rangers and became the Buzz Lightyear sidekick crew. And I don't know about you, but I thought the older elderly Ranger was kind of irritating. I thought you could have taken her out and focused on Taika Waititi, the lovable idiot who, was a bit of a goof, and like Keke Palmer's character, and sort of made an awkward yeah, albeit awkward, like love triangle, not love triangle, but you could have made like a romantic pairing between the two that then could have helped each other's characters grow, and then Buzz could have then realised and been like, no, I see the strength in people, I see why I did.
Yeah, it could have grown him as a person, but it didn't.
It could have fixed what we had with the film.
It felt like he was the same character at the beginning of the film as when he ended. Yeah,
exactly. There's no growth, there's no arc, there's not a lot to change. He's just the same guy. He's Superman in a Space Ranger outfit without the cape. That's kind of how he came across. But that's not a dig at Chris Evans, because he did it different. Numerous articles around the film's release was, oh, why is Tim Allen not here? Oh, well, it's like Tim Allen. Oh, it's like Buzz Lightyear. It's like,
was it Rick and Morty? Oh, jeez,
where's
Tim
Allen? But no, it's distinguished. He did his job and he was fine. I thought he was fine. Chris Evans was fine.
Oh, definitely. Like, he's not the problem with it. I think it's just very... It's... You know, we gotta make a new Pixar film, and it's like, do we have a strong enough idea?
I liked the structure of the plot at the beginning.
I think it would have been a much stronger film had it not had any ties to Toy Story in any way.
Right. Yeah.
Separate character, maybe, someone like who was influenced by the TV show or the movie. Like, maybe it could have been like them years in the future, like, oh, there was this movie like I used to watch as a kid, like, and it inspired me to want to go up and travel into space and find things,
find the stars.
Yeah, maybe it could have been like that, but
not to get too spoilery. But what did you think
about? You
can
get a spoiler. It's been out for ages and it's on a free streaming service now.
And kids aren't watching this because they'll be watching the film, going, "Oh my god, dazzling visuals! Oh, mummy, can I get the toys for this?" What did you think about what they did with Zurg? We meet again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time, or technically for the first time. I don't know.
Well, technically, they never really had to meet because it's the same person.
Paradox? Yeah, how did you feel about that?
I don't because I think I think people are so intrinsically linked to, like, Zurg is Buzz's father from that line in Toy Story 2. I think, I don't remember, it might be played up more in the TV show. I don't remember. It's been literally years since. It used to be on the old Disney Cinemagic channel.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they used to play movies and then have, like, the movie TV series, like the Lilo and Stitch series and Recess and stuff go throughout that. And it was like, so it's been a long time, and without physical media, I can't really tell you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I think it's maybe played up more in that and maybe extended media. But doesn't really affect the continuity, really. It was almost meant to be. It seemed to me like it was like, and here's a shocking twist in the tale, and it's like, oh,
but then that's the thing, we realise
what
what year we're in, and we realise what other films have occupied the mainstream lately, and we're kind of gone, oh, that's kind of expected at this point. It was a twist that, for me, as an older person, that definitely isn't, aged between like 6 to 10 years old, which is the target audience. I wasn't exactly blown away. I didn't hate it, but I think having him not unmasked would have made the movie. I think if Zurg weren't revealed in the movie, I think, solid movie. Because I had goosebumps and chills when he first appeared. I thought, oh my god, this is my childhood come back.
And it's weird that you got a purple alien-like creature terrorizing someone played by Chris Evans, and it's also a Brolin.
Right, yeah.
It's James Brolin playing the voice of Zurg instead of, because his son Josh Brolin is Thanos. For all you Brolin. So James Brolin was almost Bond in Octopussy. You can see the screen test, because I think it's on the DVD of it, and there's a little documentary almost like becoming Bond kind of thing, because he was like the first American up for it and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Bloody hell.
But the screen tests are on YouTube, and a lot of people talk about, like, Calvin Dyson, I think, did a breakdown of like stuff like that. Because he does a lot of the screen test. He did.
It has to be Calvin Dyson.
He did a good breakdown of that, and because it's kind of like actually seeing what kind of Bond he would have been, like. But obviously, ultimately they didn't go with it because the banking of going up against Sean Connery was like, well, we'll stick with Roger instead of throw a new actor into the fray and hope that they do better, because it could have been Bond history could have been completely different. We could have been in a world
different universe.
Been in the Everything or Nothing universe, but. Alas, I think he done good with what he is. Like, he's old as balls, though, James Brolin now. Like
82.
But still, gravelly, convincing.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He never sounded like he was phoning it in. I think he gave a lot of power, and what was there in the script, I think he delivered on.
Yeah, I think he was great.
Just obviously the whole twist of it's Buzz's future, because it's basically Buzz gets trapped on this planet.
Yeah.
and then it's light speed
Which they establish at the beginning of the film. Yeah.
light speed testing, but then that's affecting time because people are like he's still staying the same age, but then people are aging.
It's like the TARDIS. He's gone for a minute. He says to the companion, "Oh, I'll be back in a bit," and then he realizes like 20 years or however many years. Was it like 4 years at a time or something like that?
Something like that.
4 or 5 years.
And people are getting
every
older,
time.
having kids, stuff like that, and then the future self, like older Buzz, goes on to be Zurg, is coming back to stop younger Buzz from basically when he does one of the light speed things would then basically reset it so that then it was like that then he would never become Zurg or whatever because he's trapped alone.
A Strange, Supreme Defender Strange-ish.
Slash Emmett's plot at the end of Lego Movie 2 when he becomes his own like. He becomes his own like fucking what's it called, role model. That's it. Because what was it called? Rex Dangervest. Like you make myself cooler and older, and like because your friends aren't coming, but because it's a cool plot with time travel, and it's like, yeah, it's one of those kind of things. I think it works for kids.
Yeah, absolutely, it works for the target it was selling for. Yeah.
For us, probably it was a bit kind of like maybe predictable in places and a bit sort of like, are they just trying to make it? Because this is, I think, the first Pixar film for me that's not like overly emotional. I didn't have that thing. Like the first 5 minutes of Up where you're like, oh, this is, it might be a load of fun and fancy and colourful things, but at the end of it,
really
there's a message about life.
Story. Yeah, exactly.
Like Soul, live every day like it's your last. You don't know what kind of thing. Like like Coco, cherish.
That's a weird rumble.
Cherish your heritage and stuff like that, like kind of thing. It's all these different things, and this was kind of a bit by the numbers. I think this could have been done by anyone, but the fact that it was Pixar, I think maybe is a bit sort of like a drop in the, not in terms of like, it looks great, but I think just in terms of the story, is it a bit of a easy get of like, let's make a movie, what haven't we done, here's Buzz, let's make a thing of that. It felt a bit easy, but kids will like it, so that's the main thing.
It took like zero risk, even in amongst 2022. I just think it was a very safe film, didn't take any risk, and it does stand out for the kids as well, but for us older generation perhaps for the wrong reasons, or just slightly just being above average, or just not even above average, just average. It literally is probably for me like a straight 5 out of 10. I didn't hate it, didn't like it, didn't cheer for it. It was just kind of, it happened, and
it happened in front of you.
It happened, and then part of me does want to go back and check out Lightyear Star Command, because it's basically this film but just extended and dragged out, and in space, and more, and shockingly more on one planet,
and really great characters as well.
I bet I've seen screenshots and they all look way more interesting compared to everyone in the film. That's not a shot at everyone, because Taika was in it. As soon as I heard his voice, I was back in the zone. But no, he didn't really do anything too much. But Taika was in it, so I was caring enough.
Yes. Speaking of taking risks with films. We kind of got two things really here. I think the main thing is that officially announced as of about an hour ago is that Joker Folie à Deux is officially happening. Lady Gaga is officially in it as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinzel, yeah.
Dr. Harley Quinzel, and rumoured to be set predominantly in Arkham Asylum. Will release October the 4th, 2024. And that's
the musical.
It's going to be a musical.
It's not a weird psychological drama and weird depressing. Like, as far as we're aware, it isn't going to be that film again. Like, is it just going to be them singing songs every couple of scenes? Is it
actually going to happen, or is it all going to be in their heads?
We don't know. Will the movie even happen at all? Because some other big, unfortunate, sad news.
Do you know what Folie à Deux is? Do you know what a Folie à Deux is? It's I
saw a post.
An illusion or state of mental
that's what
delusion that two people share the psychosis. So they both is it both going to be just in their heads? Which
is it going to be a full breaking movie then? Is it just
I don't
referring to them going, ha ha, kids, now we get to sing a song.
Music maestro.
Jingle bells, Batman spells, all been laid.
Batgirl got cancelled because we can't be asked. Hey, so Batgirl got canned.
Yeah.
Like completely,
permanently.
Like in post-production.
Yeah, it was almost done.
Because apparently the test audiences thought like the impression it got from it was the quality was like a bad episode of TV.
Ooh.
It wasn't. They were basically there was a statement. I'm trying to think. Did I screenshot it here or something? It was basically like Warner Brothers saying that they're looking to keep they're looking for like big like tentpole kind of releases, like big and Batgirl just doesn't fit their mold at the moment, and people are like, so DC like this is the wrong movie that you should be putting in the bin.
Exactly.
Like you should be putting like the Flash movie, but apparently the producer, which I think is Andy Machetti's wife, has come out and said no, everything's good in Flashland, and everyone's like, this couldn't be further from the truth. But according to this, so I'll tell you this, so HBO Max is laying off around 70% of their development staff.
And this is all, sorry to clarify, this is all because of Warner Brothers Discovery? Is some sort of acquisition?
Something like that, yes.
Happened,
sounds like they're not doing a lot of HBO Max scripted shows anymore, with HBO taking over, so less scripted shows overall, so it's like, more driven in one direction. But the rumour through Thine Grapevine is, according to Grace Randolph, who, believe what she says or don't, but Warner Brothers is reportedly looking to reboot the entire DC universe by 2023 and start completely from scratch, which begs the question, why are we still getting Black Adam, Shazam 2 and Aquaman 2, which reportedly has we know that, good news, Ben Affleck's back as Batman.
I know, because good old Jason couldn't keep his fin shut. He had to spill the beans on that.
He's not the only Batman in Aquaman 2, because Michael Keaton has reportedly already filmed some scenes for that. But he's also been quoted as saying, yeah, I've never finished a Marvel or DC movie in its entirety because I've got better shit to do. But
oh, wow. All right, Martin Scorsese fanboy. No, he's not been in a Martin Scorsese movie as far as I know. But all right, Martin Scorsese.
Love it.
Jesus.
So how do we feel about those things? Like, for an entire production crew that it's clearly not their fault.
No.
I hope they still get paid.
Absolutely.
Regardless of whether the film comes out or not.
It can't just be a huge error that they've spent, however, 2.5 years, 3 years due to COVID, like, however long the production, they can't just ignore it and go, right, this didn't happen, good luck in your careers, Auf Wiedersehen. Like, yeah, they've got to be compensated at least, they've got to at least, do something about it. Alright, the end result is it's not being released. Whether or not, as time passes...
No physical or digital, nothing on HBO Max. No theatrical
It's basically
run.
Roger Corman's fantastic 1994 movie. That's it. But, except did that have a test screening that then got released and then got shut down? Because...
I think it had a screening, didn't it?
I think that's what I say. I think on websites, can't refer to them because of legal reasons. I think you can... I've not tried myself, but I think you can find the 90s Roger Corman movie somewhere. Whereas with Batgirl... If people haven't physically got their phones out and gone, oh, what's this? Or, some camera hasn't been propped to actually see it, there's no way we can actually watch it.
No, exactly.
Ever. So, it's basically the 2020s version of that. Just unfortunate. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
But, that is, it's unfortunate for the cast, the crew, everyone working on it. It really makes you wonder what's going on at DC and Warner Brothers at the moment.
Absolutely.
Here's a little fun thing for you, because so CW's The Flash is officially announced to be ending after season 9, which Michael did suspect.
He said last week.
A final run of 13 episodes, which would be the shortest in the run. Now, the Flash finale will release on the CW a few weeks before the Flash film releases in theatres, supposedly on June 23rd.
If that sticks.
The film was originally announced just a week after the Flash premiered on the CW in 2013.
Well, that's a bit fucking weird, even for a show about fucking time travel and wibbly wobbly alternate universes.
I'm Barry Allen, the fastest Barry Allen. So that's kind of weird, isn't it?
That is very odd.
In the 10 years it's been on, nearly.
That's very odd. Amazing, though. How time works.
How time flies. Time can fly us all away.
Shocking.
We did a lot of the Marvel stuff last week, but I'm going to try and find the stuff that we didn't mention, because there was some shite. Someone had a shite. Where is it? What else we got? So, I'll go through the stuff that sort of came out this week. So, Shia Cooley has been cast in Ironheart, according to according to Deadline.
Oh, fair enough.
No, they haven't disclosed her character at present.
Mm.
Patton Oswalt has let slip that an Eternals sequel or something continuation because they
I saw this,
because Kevin Feige had talked about basically like I think in the Comic-Con like panel and like past it basically like there's a lot of stuff they still want to do with like Euros and that because obviously you wouldn't want to cast Harry Styles and be like oh yeah we're doing nothing.
To bring a new audience, yeah, exactly, of course. Yeah.
But
from business
Patton Oswalt seemingly let slip that a Eternals sequel is in the works with Chloe Zhao returning to direct.
Or if it isn't Eternals 2, do you think it's the Deviants that got trademarked recently?
Or the Celestials End of Time?
That
maybe
it's one of those.
Might be one of those, which I'm all here for.
Some continuation of that universe, yeah.
Mohammed Diab and Oscar Isaac were spotted by a fan in Cairo and asked, like,
what are you doing here?
A lot of people were like, gutted that there wasn't a Moon Knight season 2 in either Phase 5 or Phase 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were asked if there's going to be a season 2, and Oscar Isaac just like, why else would we be in Cairo? And it's like, it's a bit convenient that they're both together, but also like that does, why else? Really, why else would they be there?
His response isn't coy, but but it's kind of honest. Well, fingers bloody crossed, toes crossed as well.
Today, we got confirmation that pre-production's gearing up for a certain third film.
For a certain third film?
Ryan Reynolds has started his training for his basically a caption on his Instagram, which was him in the gym, red circle and the 2 sword emoji saying "and so it begins." So he's in his pre-production workout before filming commences. We're guessing in the next 4 or 5 months on Deadpool, because I imagine if he's in training it will be for a little while to get him, because he's kind of not had to do a film with that much level of training as Deadpool for a while.
Yeah, of course.
So it'll be getting back up.
He's been on sabbatical for however long now.
Yeah,
he's been taking a break.
So
extended leave of absence.
He'll be doing that while the pre-production gears up and gets going. And then should be, I think they say up to like 6 months of training, so it could be anywhere between like 3 months' time, 6 months' time. Hopefully we'll know more as that comes. But obviously exciting because it's still Deadpool 3. It's not like Deadpool again, cool thing, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And seemingly there is a lot more Mark Ruffalo in She-Hulk than we thought.
Thank God for that.
Because there's Jamila Jamil shared a behind-the-scenes pic of her, Mark Ruffalo, in motion capture.
Today. Yeah, I saw that picture.
So I want Mark Ruffalo in it because obviously he's intrinsic to the She-Hulk story, but also I don't want too much She-Hulk because Tatiana Maslany needs to shine a bit as well.
Of course,
she's obviously got to compete with Tim Roth coming back as Abomination, Benedict Wong as everyone's winner.
Phase Wong.
Yeah. And the fact that everyone seems to be excited that Charlie Cox is in it, and that's all they really talk about.
I didn't think was fucking Yelena Belova just by the suit. I saw the suit, but that's the thing. I've rewatched that trailer again, and even when he does flip in and then it zooms in on the suit, you see the yellow sleeves. So that's when I was like, oh, what an idiot. But yeah, Daredevil definitely in that trailer. The Man Without Fear.
Okay, yeah, cannot wait for
in
Daredevil.
A sexist lawyer court show. But that's the thing. Are we going to get Charlie Cox, or is it just going to be him in the suit the whole time?
Apparently, it's both.
Yeah, it should be.
I would have been fine if it was just
Charlie Cox,
just Matt Murdock.
If that was all that's what I was really realistically expecting.
Yes. Secret Invasion has officially been labelled a crossover event instead of just an event series or limited series, which is the first Marvel Disney Plus show to be given that label. So we're assuming a lot more crossover stuff and a lot more conjoining of stories that have happened before, a la probably Maria Rambeau. Is it Monica or Maria? Which one's the mum? Maria's the mum.
Maria the mum, yeah.
Monica Rambeau from the end of WandaVision, where that left her,
and then
branching off into what Secret Invasion effect
and the Marvels
will have for the rest of the MCU. Hopefully a lot.
A fair bit.
Spider-Man 4 is rumoured to release before Secret Wars, which would make sense because obviously there's 7-8 gaps on the Phase 6 slate, which there's a great video by Mr. Sunday Movies as they try and guess. But they guess based off of anything like that could be the stuff they trademarked. Obviously, they're like some of that's TV shows, some of that could be games. Yeah. Some of those have been proven to be like the Midnight Suns one and things like that. But it's great speculation as always. They're a lot of fun. Where is it? Spider-Punk and Cyborg Spider-Woman will appear in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. More alternative variations.
So it's Across and then Beyond, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Across and Beyond. And I reckon in Beyond, I hope they do some Lego movie shit where they incorporate live action in like the third act of the movie.
That'd be really fucking cool.
I just think it'd be literally across the universes and what we perceive as the multiverse. That will be the true multiverse of madness in animation, done by the opposition, aka Sony.
The 8 appearances of Wong.
Wow. And each time he's got more and more hair.
Yeah, he's
got more and more hair.
Especially in the reshoots of Multiverse of Madness, which you can see in a fun little game. It's mad that there's 8 live action appearances of the character of Wong, and we've not had a single Reed Richards in the real universe yet.
I know,
but,
it's mad, yeah.
Fan theory, what if
WandaVision?
Or if after the events of Multiverse of Madness, Wanda suffers amnesia and starts a new life in Latveria and falls in love with Doctor Doom and they create Battle World? Wouldn't be surprised.
Who's to say Doom is the one that rescued her in the red magic? And then maybe that's just a colour effect to make us not say Doom has ever had magic powers. But
do the magic
green.
thing. Maybe.
Doom is green, but maybe I don't know. It could be a CGI fuckery. I don't know. I don't know. We want that.
Kamara Usman has been cast in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Is it his first acting role, maybe? I don't know.
I believe so. I mean, I don't know who the fighter is, but I messaged a couple people that are in the fighting scene. Not that I know fighters myself, but yeah, they told me he's a legit, and it should be a really good thing for him. So
Giancarlo Esposito has met with Marvel Studios about many roles, including reportedly Doctor Doom.
Well,
here for it. Great, he makes a great villain. It'd be nice to see him do be on the good side.
Absolutely.
I'm not against it. But just give us more of things. I'll get to that after Marvel. The set photo from Madam Web. There's a clipping from the. It's a different newspaper. It's not the Daily Bugle. Fucking hell. It's but it alludes to the events of the fire in the building in Spider-Man 2. So maybe it's because obviously she can travel the universes, so maybe we stop off in there for a bit. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know.
What character is this? Sorry,
in the Madam Web movie.
In Madam Web, there's
because obviously she can.
But that's because it's a Sony movie. They're gonna tease that in the marketing, and when you actually get to the movie, they're gonna delete all those good scenes.
Exactly. Wyatt Russell's still not heard anything about the Thunderbolts movie.
He has to be in it.
Hopefully.
He should be. Or even I think Captain America NWO New World Order. I think I don't know. Maybe post-credit thing in that during the movie.
Maybe
not in the suit, but maybe he could be like riling Anthony Mackie up, and he could be the one to kind of encourage him to be
bastard. You're a bastard.
American
bastard.
Maybe.
Maybe we know the next 2 phases after the multiverse saga.
Yeah, already.
No, the next 2 sagas actually. Sorry. So,
right.
As with recent trademarks of Marvel properties, a lot of them turned out to be true.
Yeah.
2 new trademarks registered.
2 new ones, okay.
2 Marvel comics characters and things, basically the thing on the copyright.
Is one of them Days of Future Past?
No, so this is the overall saga title. So we've got the Infinity Saga,
the
Multiverse Saga, and according to these 2, we could potentially have the Timeless Saga has been trademarked.
Timeless?
And so has the Eternity Saga.
Timeless sounds like as if
Chris Chibnall's written it.
Yeah, of course. If I swear to God, if he steps in the MCU after Doctor Who, Timeless sounds like a thing that will revolve around the end of obviously the multiverse, but also Doctor Strange and space and soul stones and magical realms and stuff. Like that suggests cosmic stuff. And then the other one, Eternity,
more celestial / eternal base,
godhood and
mythical. Oh, it's me, Dan Whitman. Look at me sword. Oh, Eternity Saga.
It's Hercules. Fuck off. You, your fucking black sword, mate. You can jog on.
Gordon Ramsay?
No.
It's fucking Black Knight.
No. It's what's his name in Ted Lasso? Roy Kent. You not watch Ted Lasso? I'm the guy who's played fucking Hercules.
I get that that's what you're doing now, but at the beginning it just sounded like you're doing a Gordon Ramsay impression.
No.
It sounds a lot worse.
Fuck.
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 Yeah, there's some more Marvel stuff that we'll probably catch up on in the next couple of weeks. But here's what I wanted to say to. So we've had another cast member leave Sex Education season 4,
Oh no.
which is the teacher Miss
Miss.
Sands, Emily Sands.
Oh
Um,
no.
Raki Thakra
Thakra, yeah.
is
Bliss from Big Finish and Paul McGann.
in 3 seasons of the show, but has confirmed that she won't be returning as a teacher, although she didn't explain why she's not going to be involved with the show anymore. She insists nothing bad has happened. So that is four great characters not returning.
That's a bit shit.
Everyone pray for Adam Groff.
Oh.
Let's start the Adam Groff
Please.
prayer circle.
Connor Swindon, save him.
Quickly, Swindles, do it!
Oh.
Do it now.
Well, he's gonna be in Barbie, so he's fine either way.
Yeah, maybe. Some of that stuff, some of this stuff is nonsense.
It's my name,
Nonsense,
save my
nonsense,
name.
nonsense. Basically, what can I end with? So here's the thing. Yeah. So here's the thing I saw. Apparently, according to John Campia, who is, I don't know who he is.
I know the name, but
Bob Chapek, the new head of Disney, has apparently
Right.
stripped away a lot of Kevin Feige's power.
whoa.
So maybe that's why there's a decline,
Freaking quality.
because obviously he's been placed more as a chief creative officer kind of thing, so there's less of an input, and then maybe as been kind of thing of they're just trying to make it like you in charge of this thing, and let everyone else on that level deal with that. You don't need to be so hands on. So maybe maybe that is why there's a bit of a power struggle. Maybe
Perhaps.
possibly.
Do you think not obviously we pray,
We pray a lot.
jinx things. No, but do you think it can't? Yeah, it won't make a divide like it did with television and studios, like back during the Netflix run and the Hulu run, and all that stuff from only a handful of years ago. Like, you don't think eventually, like, the MCU as we know it will eventually kind of be split, and it will be a case of, oh, it's canon to this part, and then we won't ever cross over with that part and whatever.
Maybe, I
Like,
don't know. I really
we
hope.
hope
I
not.
hope it doesn't get to that point, because
No.
I really can't be fucking.
This is our
arsed.
life.
It's my life, and it's now or never. But do you know what there is? You're gonna love it. Are you ready? There is gonna be a sequel to Godzilla vs Kong.
Well, the Apple series is happening. I know that, but is there an actual film?
Apparently, there's a sequel being filmed that is about to start filming and will hopefully release March 15th, 2024.
Okay.
The source was 7 News Brisbane, so
Son of Kong?
maybe.
Son of Kong?
I'm not against Son of Kong. Some of my best friends are Sons of Kong. Listen, I don't give a fuck. Let me be perfectly clear with you straight away. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered. I love the film because it was stupid. That's why I love
out
it.
of those 4 MonsterVerse movies, that was
Definitely
the
the
best
best, because it was
Fucking
like
spectacular.
fucking let's just
Have some fun.
fucking watch some of this, you know what I mean?
What is this?
What else are we on now? Yeah, so do you want to talk briefly as we sort of round up with Bullet Train, because obviously we've got our own train to catch soon. Non-spoilery.
How many times do I shoot this movie and rinse it?
No spoilers, because obviously I still need to see it, and the audience as well.
Alright, well, I'll slice it out with katanas, because there's a bunch of katanas in this movie. There's not just guns, there's not just bullets. There may be the odd case of bazookas, there may be the odd case of tanks, there may be the odd case of more than just a train, believe it or not. No. How do I describe this shagadelic baby? How do I even approach it? It was everything I wanted it to be, in the sense that we all go to cinema just for a fun time, and I mean, it was instantly going to meet that objective. I mean, I've seen that movie advertised every time I've gone to the cinema for like the last 5 months. So, yeah, all right, we might look at it, and everyone from your Bob's uncle might know about the movie, because you'll be like, oh yeah, it's the one with the train and Brad Pitt in his funky little hat. Yeah, I'm talking about that movie. It was bloody spectacular. Everyone being Brad Pitt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Sandra Bullock is in it, Brian Tyree Henry, I need some more names, but they like those performances especially are magnificent for what they are. Brad Pitt, it's Brad Pitt. He's going to sell the movie, but I think he was kind of like the bland one to begin with. But then there are twists with his character that then propel him to just epic superstardom from this performance. I'd say David Leitch's best film. David Leitch being like one of the writers of the first John Wick, who then did Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, okay, fine. It's Hobbs and Shaw without the Fast and Furious cars on a train. And yes, I know that sounds a lot like, oh, you're watching one movie set in one location, and I know that isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but there's enough variety in the shots, in the dialogue, in the humour, that will make you forget that you are just watching a movie set on the train. Alright, bombastic, absolutely ridiculous third act. Alright, you might reach your limit, and you might sort of question yourself and think, is it a bit too much? Every individual's different. For me, I saw it very late last night, and yeah, of course, I had that feeling of, good God, is this going to end? I have to get up for work in the morning. I literally didn't get in until 20 to 1 last night, because that's how late we saw it. But believe me when I say, it was every penny worth spending on, like, even if you are unlimited or not unlimited, Odeon Plus, Odeon Limitless, Luxless, Viewlicious, whatever that membership is called, just go and see a fucking movie, because again, no one went to see it. No one was at my screening. No one's at the screening. I thought people go in the evenings, because I'm not used to going to cinema this late. So I thought people actually go in the evenings, but apparently not. 4D, apparently not. Everyone's scared of the rumbly chairs.
No, you were afraid of the rumbly chairs.
Are you afraid of the rumbly chairs? But no, just bloody see it. Everyone puts on a performance. There's twists. There's expectations that then get surpassed, and there's just more than meets the eye with a dumb movie set on a train. That's all I'll say.
That's a very good...
I've sold it.
Very good enigma. A very good way in which to end, really.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I'll keep very vague.
A bit of a shorter one, but obviously stuff to happen. Basically, watch this space for some more stuff. Apologies for, the state of this place at the minute, but it's getting back on track. It's just hard to find. We're just striking the balance again. We evolve, we move, we go again, and hopefully, we go back up, all the way up. Started from the bottom, now we're slightly higher up. But
yeah, leveled up.
Thank you as always to you, the audience, and Connor for joining myself once again to wade through the shit heap that is pop culture news in a modern landscape where everyone's just,
shitting on everything, it seems, this year.
Yes.
This year especially.
Or just annoyed at something that doesn't really need to be annoyed about sometimes.
No,
but
yeah. People, eh? What can you do?
If you want to get in contact with us, it's at PastryBecause, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the realm of TikTok, apparently.
The realm of TikTokiness.
If you want to send an electronic mail, you can do so.
At nerdbiblecontact@gmail.com. Have you guys been watching What We Do in the Shadow Season 4? Because I haven't.
No.
I still need
Is it out of here yet?
3.
Is it on iPlayer?
No, I haven't even looked.
Because it went on iPlayer and then it goes on to Disney Plus, doesn't it?
Because that's how I watched. Season 3 is still not on Disney Plus for Shadows.
Yeah, because that's how I had to go back to iPlayer to watch season 3.
So I've just avoided Plus and just watch iPlayer for that show.
Avoid Plus, watch iPlayer. Never a thing we thought we'd do. I still need to watch Prey, because Prey's out. I still need to watch The Grey Man. That's another film I can watch. Excuse me.
Grey Man, worth a watch regardless if you've read the source material like I have or not. Both adaptations are different. Maybe
we can do sort of a streamy roundup, because if we could, get old Bob's Burgers movie in there, because I still need to watch that.
I still need to watch an episode of the goddamn show, so I'll be going it completely bland like a bun.
Like fucking Matt Murdock in Court.
Like a vegan burger.
Oh, but vegans. Oh, a vegan burger with me wife, Rose Leslie, really likes vegan burger. She doesn't like eating meat. Oh. I don't know. How does Jon Snow laugh? Email in nerdbiblecontact@gmail.com. Apart from that, there's not much to say. Apart from we'll see you on the other side
of the wall.
Bring on the wall.
3, 2. 2, 1.